Hi, Cam and I just got out of our Irene Ryan response, and so we're done with that for round one. It was crazy. We were number 12, so we were the last to go, and so it was very different than last year because last year I was number 2, so I was already on deck right at the beginning. This year I got to sit in the room longer, and you can really hear what's going on in the next room. So we had to be really quiet, so there wasn't really time to socialize with that many people, but we still got a lot of support from some people saying like break a leg and everything. Everyone was so nice. The audition I think went really, really well. I think Cam and I both agreed that we really felt like we were in the moment and we didn't even think about the audience being there, which is usually something that actors should do anyways, is not think about the audience unless you have to. But I think it went really well, and our response was pretty good too. A lot of good constructive criticism. They said that we definitely need to work on differentiating some of our choices in the scene because they said it got a little repetitive. So that's definitely something Cam and I will have to work on and making sure that we make it less repetitive and more like taking those moments and putting more emotion or making more choices. And that was the same with my monologue as well, making a little bit more choices and making sure that for my monologue to really pick out the two sisters and really kind of talk just to them, but also picture how they might be reacting, because they might be reacting different ways to what she's saying, which I did, but probably wasn't clear enough to them. So it's definitely something I'll just have to make a little bit stronger. Also for the scene, they asked me a question of how familiar is my character with Cam's character, and so that's another thing that I had to think about because I mean, I thought about it, but again, maybe it wasn't that clear to them. So I hope to improve that, and hopefully Cam and I go to the next round so that we can show them that scene again with those little points that they gave us. We don't have to, we can take it or leave it, but it's good to get that feedback, and it's just been an honor to really get to audition again and to be nominated. And it's definitely a different experience from last year. I definitely was more nervous this year. I don't know why, but definitely was more nervous. But it's also nice because everyone was so supportive. And, like, since we were the last one, as we were leaving the holding room with all our stuff, there were some people who came up to us, or up to me at least, I don't know about Cam, but came up to me and was like, "You did so good!" And, like, they were so supportive, they were so impressed. And then there was, like, one kid who, like, actually came up to me and, like, hugged me, which was a little weird, but that was also exciting to get people who felt so touched by our performance. So hopefully we go on to the next round.